Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setup for today. So yesterday we ended up with a pretty much up and down day. It was quite a bit of money to be made if you're trading on the lower time frames. But for me at the moment, we ended up with another inside bar. You'd have to zoom in to actually see that. But I think the key thing to yesterday is, you see that body, it's not quite inside there. I suppose let's not call it an inside bar. Let's call it a what should we call it? It's really just an indecision bar. Okay, but it is off the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA. So 200 SMA is a light blue line. 200 EMA is a purple line. So we are bouncing off those moving averages at the moment on the daily. If I drill down to the weekly, you'll see we have a bit of a pin bar forming at the moment. Still got 2 days in the week to go. But this is a signal that there are buyers down at the bottom here. So I'd almost say that your buyers are sort of targeting 2.5, 2.3, 4 for their value buying. Okay, now looking at the daily, we are moving up at the moment, but you can see how the sellers were stepping in here. Buyers are coming off the 200 moving averages, but there are sellers as well, and they are pretty much coming in off this inside bar here. If I look to the left, you'll see there is quite a bit of interaction off this level, and we can actually go to the weekly for that. There's a weekly level there, and you can see all this interaction at this level. So this level of 26,066 is pretty much our line in the sand. Now have a look at our weekly. We've got a crossover of the stochastics, and we've crossed over below the negative 20 line at the moment. What I'm looking for is a close below that, which will probably let's just double check. We didn't get a close last week. Well, we did, so we've already had a close below that. So yeah, if you look at the oscillators, you would say to yourself that this is we're still expecting another move to the downside. Looking at, and I'm just going to use the 4 and the 3 hour at the moment because there is quite a bit going on here. So if you look at the 4 hour, you can see we're testing this level again. Oscillators are grouped in a pattern which would indicate that we are looking for selling opportunities off a level. There's our level. Okay, if I drill down to the 3 hour, you'll see the same picture. The only difference is we have a crossover the moving averages and they're starting to point up. Okay, so the difference between the 1 hour charts, between a 3 and a 4 hour chart, you're seeing a different picture. I'm still not convinced that this is a setup to the long. Okay, and the problem is that the fractals are so far apart that for me, as a small time day trader, is not really going to work out for me. Okay, so what are we looking for? I'm looking for fractal levels, and I'm just going to line these up. So there's my first fractal level, 26081. So if we break above that, I'd expect us to at least come and get the 200 moving average on the 1 hour, which is around there. But if you just look to the left, you'll see you've got quite a few tails here. Okay, so you kind of almost want to see a break, a pullback, pull the base, and then get in for your trade. Okay, this move here yesterday, which was a classical Fibonacci trade, 61.8, buyer stepped in, and at the same time, I'll use this level, here is a Brooks gap right over there. Okay, there's the tail. You'll see it's exactly where we went to, close that gap, and then we rallied off it. Okay, so there's quite a bit of opportunities yesterday. There was an opportunity testing off this level for a short. So there was a long. You could maintain the long for this level, and then a short, taking profit at the Brooks gap, and then getting back in for the long, testing this level again. Okay. So I think for today, I'm going to drill down to another lower time frame. All my oscillators are grouping to the upside. So, and we all, this 200 moving average is everywhere. So I'd almost be inclined to say we should be looking for a short. And what I'm going to do is just go to the ichimoku, and let's just start with the hour. So if you look at Kijinsen here, it's flat, and Tekinson is running away. Now this is not a pretty signal. You don't want to see this. You want to see Kijinsen and Tekinson moving together. Okay, so if we just compress that a little bit. So we do have a bullish signal, and bullish signal here, but we are at a fairly strong weekly level. Okay, so that's the first thing. If we go to the 4 hour, you'll see trend is still to the downside. Kijinsen and Tekinson are coming together. We haven't got a crossover. Cloud is red and pretty flat, so it's range bound. Chiku span is below price, so this is indicating a move. You're expecting a move to the downside. Now, people that are trading ichimoku will be looking at a break of 25452, 25450. You're looking for a break of that for a continuation to the downside, and they'd be having their stops above 26090. Okay, that's a bit rich for me on this market because that's 600 points. Okay, but if you look at the daily, this is where it becomes a little bit concerning. So we've broken through the cloud, we've come back, we are testing the cloud at the moment, and Kijinsen and Tekinson have crossed over. We don't have a crossover here, but we do have a break below price at the moment on Chiku span. So that's 2 out of 3 bearish signals at the moment. And then on your lower time frame, you have pretty much 3 bearish signals in play. Okay, so we had the crossover quite some time ago, we had the break quite some time ago, and we had the twist quite some time ago. Okay, so kind of a mixed bag, but my bias is to say look for a short. So let's come back to this level. So this is the Asian market, which is playing around at the moment, but I think for me, it's a case of watching this level, because this level may give way, but then it brings, let's make sure, there it is. There's another level there. Okay, so in other words, what we're looking for, if I come down to the hour, what we're looking for is potentially a break to the downside off this level, or alternatively, we're looking at 26,250 for an entry. Okay, now if you look at that 1 hour setup there, that's giving us an indication that we've got an inside bar with another inside bar forming at the moment, and we've still got quite a few minutes to go before this bar closes. But that's kind of my view at the moment. Not looking to jump in long at this level, not looking to jump in short either. Wait for European Open, see what happens, see if this level gets tagged. This level is definitely something which I'd be looking at. And then what you need to do is just refine that, because there is a gap up here as well, which ties in with the 200 EMA. So those would be the 2 levels to the upside that I'd look for to get back in short. Okay, so it's 26,263 and 26,430. But yeah, get in. If you do take those trades, just use small positions. It's extremely volatile, and extremely volatile markets can stress you out if it, because you think you got the wrong trade and you keep taking the knock and jumping out of it because you think you've got the wrong direction. And you can see how quickly this thing moves. I mean, we're moving 100 points in 5-minute candles, so you've got to be very careful about it. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking, if you do break below this fractal level here, 25875, that is an opportunity for a short with a stop just above this level. Bear in mind the week where we are now is a very strong weekly level, so I do anticipate that it holds unless some news comes through this early this morning, which I doubt, and we are still looking. I'm still looking to continue this move to the downside, so I'm anticipating that this move continues. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to break all the way up, come back and test this area and start building a base before I start looking for longs. Because at this stage, we're testing a level. We're not bouncing off a level. We're testing a level of resistance. Okay. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. I'm still looking for shorts and anticipating either where we are now or a little bit higher for another continuation to the downside. Hope that helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.